All right, Blues, Crusaders, folks. Down in Christchurch. I don't have Gazza with me today. I have seen him today, but he has gone back home because he and my mum are looking after my nephew and my niece because it's my brother's birthday. So the gift they give to him, apparently what he wanted was a night without the children. So there you go. Blues down to Christchurch. Getting underway in about 5 minutes. Who are we picking for this one? Yeah. As the table stands, man, the Blues should be getting this one done. But no Blues fan who's been watching them for the last 20 years thinks a trip down to Christchurch is going to be anything but pain, really. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Jimmy says, oh God, Nisbo, why are they giving so many games to TJ, Nisbet, and who's McTanish? Oh, TJ and Nisbet. McTanish should be calling more. Which one's McTanish? Maybe I just don't know the surname. I probably know the voice. Schnell reckons Blues. God, I hope so. Hayden reckons Crusaders are going to win. Josh reckons the Blues are going to put 40 on us. We'll see. Randy, mate, my dad brought around a kingfisher the other day. Doesn't have any trivia, but I did open a drink with the old boy earlier, which was a spate, so I still know the trivia for that one. But yeah, cheers, Randy. $5. Thank you, mate. I hope the Blues win. Those cheats will win and cost us a home final, so I hate the cheats haters. We need the positive vibes, Randy. We can do this, mate. Maybe. Mark Kiwi says, hey, Mark, how's it going, man? Jimmy says, if Barrett were back, I'd say the Crusaders, but he's still out. Blackadder lasts more than 50 minutes, maybe the Crusaders, but I think Blues. Yeah, Crusaders personnel being out has been tough this year, to put it mildly. Sabella says, good morning from Pretoria. How's it going, man? You watching this one in the morning over in Pretoria? Hollywood, mate, howdy, how's it going? How about them Oilers, eh? 1 up in their series against the Stars. Chanel reckons an easy bet on the Blues. Jeez, I hope you're right. McTanish is the one with the great call for Tuala's try Moana Pacifica's first ever win. Man, you got such a memory. Wish I had a memory like yours. I don't know if I can recall that great call. You're a Blues fan so traumatized by the Crusaders' history. Indeed. Yeah, even when we're the favourites, it feels like we shouldn't be the favourites. April Tui, how's it going? How is it doing? I don't have Gazza here tonight, but I am going to get him on the halftime updates. I've told him to send me a message, so we'll see how he goes. Morning, Mark says, Charlotte, do you have any company today? I love seeing Garrett and Alice last time. They are getting ready for bed, although it's only 7 o'clock, so their bedtime is not for a wee while just yet, but they are on that side of the door. The door is closed, so I haven't told them they can't come in, though, so they may make a guest appearance. We'll have to wait and see, but my old man and my mum are not here. They're looking after my niece and my nephew. Yes. Max reckons the Crusaders have at least one awesome result. It's their time. They have beaten the Chiefs. That was the one where they were written off. You know, they're going to be the worst Crusaders side ever. Then they bounced back with a win over the Chiefs at home. So they have done it. And they've also done, the Rebels was the other one they won, which was not unexpected. But, yeah. I'm going to turn the sound on now so I can hear Jimmy's favourite commentator, Nisbo. I'll let you know when we got kickoff. A little bit says hello from the USA. What time is it in the USA right now? I guess it depends on which coast you're on or which time zone. You guys have got several time zones there. Halftime Gaza ref review. Indeed. You can guarantee it's going to be a 12 or a 13. But I've told him he always gives 12s or 13s. We've just had kickoff. So maybe he'll vary it up with an 11 or a 14. Padza, hi Mark, how are you? I'm good, mate. I am pretty well, but I will admit to being pretty nervous about how this one's going to go. Johnny McNichol's been having a pretty good season. Carries back into the Blues half after field and a kick. Blackadder with his first carry. Every time he makes a carry, you'll be looking to see how he gets up because he is... It's fair to call him injury prone, right? Ethan Blackadder. I think it's fair. He is injury prone. I'll give you guys an update when the clock hits a minute, just so we're in sync if anybody wants that info. That was a pass to Perifeta's ankles, but he managed to pick it up from Funaki. And the Blues clear. We are at 1 minute right now. And the Crusaders will just put up and under. Perifeta's taking it well, but it's a penalty to the Crusaders. Blues have been offside. Bloody hell. That's not what we needed. Tuipulotu's been great this season. Yeah, man. When we're looking at a bit of a locking crisis in terms of Whitelock and being retired and Barrett being injured and Retallick going overseas, it's nice to see Paddy doing well, man. Dawn and Gaza seem like such lovely parents. Yeah, they're pretty good, I think. Pretty reasonable. I think they did a pretty decent job. Do I have any complaints about Dawn and Gary? I don't think so. They're generally pretty good. The ref, I believe, is Dolman. What's his first name? James. I think James Dolman. Darren, mate, how's it going? Who do I think is going to win? Or he's asking a little bit who do you think is going to win. I think... Who did I pick in Super Bro? Can I bring myself to pick the Blues? Fergus Burke's lining up a kick, just FYI. Could I bring myself to pick the Blues? Holy, what the... Man. Fergus Burke didn't strike that one very nicely. That was pretty much a gimme 3 points. And he fluffed his lines on that one. So that's good news for the Blues. As long as they can get a good exit here. I picked the Blues by 5. Hayden reckons the Crusaders will win. It would not surprise me if the Crusaders were to win it, but they'll need to kick better than the way Burke just hit that one. Crusaders are putting up some aerial balls early. That's like at least the third up and under they have kicked. So the Blues backfield is going to need to be ready. They may think Perifeta is a bit of a weak link back there. I'm not sure. He didn't handle that last one well, so maybe. Victoria, how's it going? Are you watching Toulouse take on Leinster a bit later today? Being in France, I assume, even as a Kiwi, you will be supporting Toulouse? Can the Crusaders season get even worse, says Tamar? If they lose this one, I think they will feel it's worse. Go, Harry. Go, Harry, go! Oh, man, Fihak, he just got back to get that one. Bloody hell, that was a cracking move from the Blues. Harry Plummer with the line break, chipped through. But the Crusaders just managed to get back. Goodness gracious. As a Bordeaux fan, absolutely not supporting Toulouse. Oh, what? I thought you guys would do the whole, even though you're a Kiwi, I thought you'd do the whole put regional rivalries aside and then support the French team. Apparently not. Is Caleb Clark injured, Tabella? I think he's on All Blacks rest. Man, look at... Plummer's having a good season. He dinked it past McNichol. AJ Lamb was chasing, but man, Fihaki did really well to field that one. My Seattle Seawolves won their game in the MLR today, so you're in a good mood. Good man. I haven't seen the MLR this season, eh? It's, I feel a bit guilty because this guy sent me Alan sent me a bunch of MLR jerseys, and I don't find an occasion to wear them at the moment. But it's also tough because anything I do on the MLR doesn't get more than a couple of hundred views. Anyway. Tuanga Fussie's getting some running repairs. The crowd looks alright, SBW. For a team which is kind of at the bottom of the table, you know, they're in 11th with Moana Pacifica having passed them. Yeah, I guess it's a do or die game. It almost feels like finals footy, and they're against the Blues. So, yeah, they'll want to stick it to the Blues, I guess. Got a bit sick of the rain here, but it still feels like spring. Lots of bunnies in the garden, April. So it doesn't feel like spring here at all. It's been miserable and wet. But hey, we are heading into winter, so what can I say? I can't complain. It's all a rich circle, and that. Come on, Blues. Here we go. Oh, man, Akita was on a half break there. Tuanga Fussie's playing halfback. Pitafeta. We're already half a metre away. No, a couple of metres away now. Funaki gives it to the forwards. Come on, slow ball. Oh, we got advantage. If you're the Crusaders here, you just give away a penalty, surely. And that's exactly what Ethan Blackadder does. Daniel Simmons. Goodness gracious, man. How's it going, buddy? Are you still in Italy? How long has it been since we did Celta? It's been a long time. Lord of the Kings, evening, brother. It's been a while. It has been a while, man. Blues are opting for touch. 6 minutes and 22 seconds in. Plummer showing the benefit of letting a playmaker mature before trying to get them to run the ship. I suppose that's true, eh? There's something to be said for letting a guy get some experience instead of just expecting him to be the next big thing. Oh, from that Maul Funak, he just got clobbered. Oh, no! The ball's come out. Crusaders have just grabbed it. I think it was Fihaki again. So both sides have let point-scoring opportunities slip early. The Crusaders have missed a penalty, and the Blues have missed out on a really prime bit of attacking real estate. Fergus Burke kicks it out. Ages, I'm still here, married and settled down in Sicily. Man, good stuff, brother. Oh, no, it was Cody Taylor. What was I thinking? Cody Taylor pounced on it. Stream is at 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Crusaders line out. Oh, sorry, Blues line out. It's going forwards towards the 22. Kurt Eklund's going to have a wee carry. Gets pummeled by his opposite number. Low views on MLR content is probably because American rugby peeps would rather have Americans commenting and covering our domestic comp rather than someone down under. Maybe. Yeah, I've seen there's a few American rugby shows on YouTube. They don't get extraordinary amounts of views. But I imagine a lot of American rugby fans actually, like some American rugby fans won't follow the MLR. It's like a lot of New Zealand soccer or football fans don't follow New Zealand domestic soccer football because it's not the highest level. They follow the Premier League, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So the MLR market's pretty niche, and then to watch a guy with a whiteboard talking about the MLR market is like niche of a niche. So it's very small. But you're right. There are certainly some American pundits who do it pretty well. A few podcasts and whatnot. Blues up, man. Only 5 meters out. 13 phases. Cody Taylor's trying to get the bloody ball again, but he doesn't get it. Ta'avao gets pushed backwards. Crusaders offside and potentially not supporting their body weight there, but we'll see. Tuangafasi has lost at forward, so we'll go for the penalty. It's right in front, so surely you take the points, do you? If it's a yellow card warning, mate. Oh, it's a bit of handbags. Bit of handbags. They love this. Nobody do anything dumb. Goodness me. Morning, Jezza, mate. How is it going? Victoria's heart says Blues, head says Crusaders. It's hard to put your head anywhere but Crusaders with the history they've got. Quentin Strange has got a bit of claret. Yeah, Jimmy, I think you're right. It is going to be a card warning. This is an interesting one for the Blues because sometimes it's worth risking not scoring a try to see if you can get them kind of carded. Keep the pressure. I am pretty nervous, start, Leo, because I really want us to win for that top of the log spot, but also because it would eliminate the Crusaders, which just doesn't happen. Like, if the Crusaders make the finals, you know they're a chance. They've just been there and done it so many times. Connor, mate, how's it going? It's going good here. It is 7:15 in the evening. Blues are playing the Crusaders. Harry Plummer, who this season somehow has been radar accurate with his boot, is lining up a kick straight out in front. And he's nailed it. So 3 points to nil. The Crusaders are down. The Blues are up. But, yeah, very early days. If the Blues were slightly further down the table from my Canes, you'd be all in. I forget, how did you become a Canes fan being from Auckland? Or were you just that generation that were brought up with a Blues team that was so awful that you just picked someone else? I've met people like that. It's 12:15 in the morning here. You've just started your Saturday, Connor. Goodness me. I'm looking at something pretty similar when I watch Leinster against Toulouse in several hours. It's a stupid, like, 1:30 kickoff or something. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Anyway. Burns turned Akira and Hoskins into big bruising forwards. I mean, he's just by all accounts, Jimmy, he's supposed to be a real kind of traditional, they call him Stern Vern, right? He's supposed to just be a real straightforward kind of traditional rugby coach. So, yeah, I don't know if he's just very direct, if he's very blunt, if he doesn't mollycoddle them, I don't know. But, yeah, you're right. He seems to be getting the best out of them for sure. Like, Hoskins didn't even make the World Cup squad. Now he's playing like a world-class number 8, isn't he? So, yeah. What time is the Leinster game? I'm pretty sure it's at 1:45 New Zealand time, but I will check because I don't want to get it wrong. Champions Cup Rugby. Kickoff time, 1:45 a.m. here in Aotearoa. So pretty brutal. The milk bottle top stickers from around 2002. I don't even remember those. 2002. I just started university. What were the milk bottle top stickers? Well, if they were Anchor, well, probably it's why I didn't see them. We didn't buy Anchor milk. Anchor was too expensive. Now that you're alive, why the New Zealanders spoiling rugby for us? Eh? And Sergio, hola mate. Genuinely couldn't be a worse time. What's up with Europe loving afternoon games so much? I mean, I love afternoon games as well. But, like, generally, you do like a 4 o'clock kickoff, right? Late afternoon. just before 3 or 4 o'clock. It's kind of more reasonable. This is like I think it's like a 1 o'clock in the afternoon kickoff. It's like club rugby. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's like you say, it's too late to really comfortably stay up at my age, and too early to comfortably get up. 4 in the morning I can do. Midnight I could do, but it's just right in that really shit zone. Excuse my language. DJ Shaq, evening 2 cents. How's it going, buddy? We are 13 and a half minutes through this game, and they are resetting a scrum. The Blues have a narrow 3-point lead. They probably should have scored a try when they had a bunch of pressure down the Crusaders' end earlier. But likewise, the Crusaders should have at least 3 points. Fergus Burke absolutely shanked a penalty shot earlier, which was pretty much a gimme. I was 2 in 2002. Bloody hell, way to make a guy feel old. 2002, yeah, I was first year university. Anyway. Flesh and Mate, good morning, good evening, how's it going? Who doesn't love afternoon games in any sport? You're right, mate. Like, I'm a big proponent of more afternoon games for Super Rugby. I feel like it would do the attendance a good thing. Like, all of the games I went to as a child, and there's a scrum penalty to the Crusaders, all the games my dad used to take me to, they were all afternoon games. I don't remember going to nighttime games. Nighttime games with the lights didn't really come in until I was at least, like, I want to say high school. Like, all the games I remember in my childhood were always in the afternoon. I don't know that my dad would have been taking me to games if it started at 7 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? I haven't taken my son to any games. He's actually on at me to start taking him to some games, so I'll have to do that. But yeah. On the Tui's Nātama, this is a Kingfisher. My dad brought it round the other day. Kingfisher Strong, 7.2%. The king of good times. I think it's an Indian beer. Could be wrong. Another Papatoi primary school won breakfast with the Blues. So you guys had a bit of Blues envy, did you? Maybe if you'd met the Blues, you'd become a Blues fan. Uh-oh. Oh, man, the Crusaders are putting us under some pressure. Cody Taylor is fired up for this one. Hotham. Oh, has Choate won that one? No. Here we go. White ball. Havili. 2 on 1. Oh, Dallas McLeod. He's got the offload and Plummer gets it. Oh my gosh. But he's knocked it on. Oh, I feel like if Dallas McLeod puts the hammer down there, maybe he can make it. He stepped back inside. Justin Marshall just said the same thing. He had to back himself. I feel like he had them. It was a 2 on 1. I think if that's a winger who gets that ball, he just pins the ears back and goes for it. Havili draws in Plummer, and he steps back inside Talia. Maybe Talia gets him, but I don't know. I don't know. If you get him, go low, maybe he finds it hard to stop you. I don't know. Kingfisher is an incredible beer. There you go. And it's an Indian beer, yes. There we go. I drank too much Tui in high school and I can't stand it now. I used to buy half a box of Stubbies over the counter at the pub. I had the same experience with vodka. I don't really drink vodka anymore because I had one particularly bad night with vodka as a young man, which I kind of regretted. So, there you go. There was a comp to collect the stickers, so we don't buy Anchor either, so I ended up with only 2 Kane stickers and boom, favourite team at 6 years old. That makes sense. That does make sense. Kingfisher is good with a curry. I could go for a curry right now. Actually, I've already had dinner, but maybe it's kind of like nervous energy. I kind of feel hungry. Don't know. Revenant says Super Rugby on Saturday mornings is the best excuse not to go to the shops. Then break, get provisions for the Bri and South Africa games in the afternoon. Leinster Toulouse at 3:45, so perfect. Blues by 14. Bro, all of those things sound wonderful. All of those things sound absolutely golden. Especially the Blues by 14 part, but the Bri doesn't sound bad either. Oh! Charge down. Oh, they had advantage. Damn, the scrum for the Crusaders is looking really good. Same with vodka and tequila for me, can't do it. Yeah, it's one of those things, it's like burned into your brain. It's like if you get food poisoning from something, for a while that food doesn't sit right the next time you have it, even once you've gotten over it. Yeah. Once you've vomited that substance, it's hard to kind of make it appealing again. But anyway. Desperado left me a broken man, says Jezza. Lord of the Gangsters. Come on, Crusaders. What? Where's that coming from? Use the Uber Eats deal. I have not used the Uber Eats deal. I haven't used Uber Eats for about a year. Take your boy to games. Yeah, next time the Blues have an afternoon game, I will take him, which will be next year. Yeah, he's actually he's never, ever been interested in sitting here and watching games with me. Ever. Like, I would ask him, do you want to come watch the rugby? And he's like, nah. He would watch ice hockey. He would sit here and watch the NHL with me, but he wouldn't watch rugby. But this year, this season, for some reason, something in him has clicked, and he now loves sitting here watching the games. So, yeah. Like, I've never forced him to do it, you know what I mean? But, yeah, he's suddenly getting into it. And he's even started saying he likes the Blues instead of the Stormers, so don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just growing up. Jake, man, how's it going? How was the Gloucester game? I watched it this morning. Don't talk to me about the NHL playoffs. What, Edmonton's still in? Connor McDavid managed to get an overtime win, a double overtime the other day. Rangers and the Panthers are still playing. I saw that the Rangers evened up their series earlier on. Sorry if that's a spoiler to anyone, but it was a few hours ago now. Free trial on Uber One. Heaps of restaurants are offering a $1 meal and a few bucks for delivery. Worth it. All right, I'll have to go look. Go to some afternoon NPC games. So I have taken him to the NPC before, that's true, but he was younger then. And kind of at that age where like even now I don't know if he would sit through the whole game, but at that age he definitely didn't want to sit through the whole game. That's the secret, don't force them. Yeah, I think you're right. Anything you try and force on kids, eventually they will just kind of naturally rebel against it. Daniel, he is 8 years old. My kids get bored and drive me mad at the games. Jules, that's the thing. When I used to go to the games as a kid, I didn't sit there and watch the game either. I would bugger off and play with the other kids, but I don't think parents are allowed to do that anymore. Especially because the games are at night. Oh man, the Crusaders are already 2 meters out here. But yeah, my dad didn't watch me the whole time. He would watch the game, and me and my brother would just bugger off and go play with some other kids, especially at Eden Park because there's a number 2 ground. We would go to the number 2 ground and just muck around. Someone would have a ball, and you'd end up just playing. Oh, it's try time. Oh man, don't tell me it's Cody Taylor. Oh no, it's Ethan Blackadder. Hey. Are you married to a South African that your son supports the Stormers? Nah, man, I don't know how he got into the Stormers. Just for years, he was always like, my favourite team is the Stormers, and my second favourite team is the Western Force. Like, bro, where'd this come from? I guess because the names are cool? I don't really know. But he was chuffed when the Stormers won the URC, that's for sure. It was good. The atmosphere was pretty good. We wish it was a bit closer at halftime. Yeah, the Sharks did a bit of a number on the Gloucester boys at scrum time. All right, 7 points to 3 in this game. The Blues are behind. Garrett looked a lot older to me. Sounded to be commenting on rugby. Yeah. I asked him the other day, what do you want to do? Well, like when you grow up. And he was like, I want to be a golfer. He's never played golf in his life. He's never been to a golf course. I haven't been to a golf course. But I think because Tony, he met Tony from Distracted Sports. And I think Tony basically told him golfers can make a lot of money. So he was like, I'll be a golfer. And I said, bro, golfers, like, they can make a lot of money, but it's really hard. And he said, okay, well, I'll try golf for a year. And if I don't get good, I'll just do what you do. I was like, okay, son. Sounds like a plan. So maybe he's getting in some practice early. I don't know. Force is a pretty cool name for a team. It is. Use the Force, man. Use the Force. As a kid, I supported the Brumbies. My dad couldn't believe it. Yeah, I'm just glad my son hasn't told me he supports the Crusaders. That would be tough. Oh, Rian Lowe. Goodness gracious. How you going, man? Jake bought a GoPro yesterday and tried to record bits of it. You're going to have to learn how to edit. Jake, the recording with the GoPro parts is really fun. The editing part absolutely sucks from my point of view. Some people probably love editing, but I can't stand it. There's a reason the 2 Cents on Tour videos take 2 weeks to come out, is because I don't like sitting there editing, chopping bits off and trying to make it some kind of interesting story and then adding subtitles. It's really dire. But anyway, if you haven't seen 2 Cents on Tour, check it out at halftime. It's on YouTube. The Blues have gone 12 phases, just so you know there is rugby still on, as I promote my other YouTube channel. And the Blues are edging ever closer to that Crusaders line. Last time they were here, they mucked it up. Crusaders' goal line defense was looking pretty desperate, in a good way. Slow ball, Akira, he's going to pass it to Choate. They need quick ball. We're only half a metre away. Is that try time? Short. How the hell did they stop him there? Oh my gosh. They got advantage. Don't let the Crusaders kill that ball again. Try time! Hey, it's Tuigafussy. He's on a bit of a try-scoring run. Look at that. Whew. Okay. That was a bit of pressure, which we needed. Yeah. It'd be so funny if the little man took over the channel one day. Yeah, it would. But he needs to get his own bloody job. He might just start his own channel. $2 rugby. Probably surpassed me. I think you've looked very smart in your latest 2 Cents on Tour. The collar. I was wearing a collared shirt with like a sweater. I looked kind of, yeah, I looked smart. But you guys know the real me. Yep, try time. Just back from the older sister's swim lesson. Swim lessons. Both of my kids go to swim lessons and their classes are on at exactly the same time, so nobody has to wait for anybody else. Because if there's one thing my kids don't like doing, it's having to attend the other kids' activity. My son does not want to watch my daughter's dancing class, and my daughter sure as hell didn't want to watch my son play rugby. Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry. You've been good this season. He's got it? No, he's pushed it wide. Oh, bit hopeful. I'd love to visit China to eat the food. Not sure how easy it would be not being able to speak any Mandarin or Cantonese or anything. Yeah, I think the fact that I speak Mandarin opens a lot of doors. I'm sure you'd still get by if you're kind of if you're not in your own shell. People are generally pretty helpful, even if they can't understand what you're saying. And the food is pretty good. Lots of variety depending on where you go. One of my boys had his first game of tackle rugby today. Hopefully he sticks with it. He enjoyed it. Mate, that's good. My son hated it. He did not like tackle at all. It's interesting because my son played 2 years. Here goes Fihaki. My son had 2 years of Ripper, which he loved. He was decent. He wasn't the best player on the team, but he was not the worst player. He got better throughout the season. He would score a try pretty much every game. Like some kids would score 5. Oh man, another advantage. But once it got to tackle, it was interesting that there were some kids who just love the contact. They want to run, they want to tackle, and there are the other kids who just don't want a part of it. You know what I mean? Like some of the kids who used to be really good at Ripper, suddenly they don't want to know when it's tackle. But then other kids who were pretty average at Ripper because they weren't that fast or weren't that agile, they love just tackling. So yeah, it's a really interesting one to watch, that kind of dynamic. First 20 minutes of this game must have been played almost entirely in each other's 22s. It does seem that way. Is Fihaki going to have a shot? Goodness gracious, he's got a big boot on him. Oh, Ripper Rugby is where the kids wear like a belt, and on their hips there will be dangling like 2 tags, like a Velcro stuck onto each hip. So instead of making a tackle, you just have to rip their tag off. If you rip their tag off, that counts as a tackle and the kid has to pass it. Yeah. So the first 2 years, if they start when they're 5, so under 6s is the first year, they don't play contact. Under 6s and under 7s is non-contact. They play rip rugby, and then under 8s you can go full contact, which is tackle. They only do tackling. It's still kind of like rugby league. It's like tackle, stop, and then next one goes, and then they play a certain number of tackles, and then they kind of switch over. Oh, he's just missed it. He had the distance just out to the right. It's called Oz Tag in Australia. Okay, there you go. Everything has a different name. Well, not everything. That game has a different name depending on where you go. Tag rugby. There you go. Something like that. It's the perfect sport for PE class. There you go. Nobody really gets hurt. There's the odd collision, but generally it's pretty good. So I'm not sure if he'll get back into it. Like he said to me this year he didn't want to play. He was like, no, I don't want to play tackle this year. And I was like, all right, don't play tackle. But then he's kind of been a little bit of murmuring about like, maybe I want to get back into it. Like, as I said, he can do whatever he wants. The school has got a Ripper team now, so he's going to join the school's tag rugby team. You feel old as your boy is talking about retiring for the seniors. Yeah. I saw my mate yesterday from high school, who I haven't seen for a couple of years, and he said, because he was always really good at football, soccer, and he said he's playing in the over 35 grade, but his team might get pushed to over 40s soon because they're all over 40. So, yeah. Saffers start from full contact from the off, Rian. Interestingly, rugby league does the same over here. Like, there's a few kids in my son's school who were playing league because their parents wanted them to get full contact from the get-go. Yeah, I think the union administrators over here start them at Ripper because some parents, they think, don't want their kids playing tackle. So they think their kids will be better off starting with Ripper. But then I find, personally, there's been a big drop-off of the kids who played ripper for 2 years and then they have to play tackle and it's like a different game. You might have been better off just letting them play tackle. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's another penalty. Geez, this game's had a lot of penalties, or is it just me? What is the penalty count? What is the penalty count? Where are some stats? This man loves a stat. It feels like a lot. Okay, it's only 7. It's actually not that many. What do you think of World Rugby's new T1 touch-tag rugby game? I haven't seen it. What's the deal? The maul for the Blues has gone to ground, but the ball is available. Rico's going to be held up in the tackle, is he? Ball's not available. Man, that's some good defense from the Crusaders, you bastards. Anyway. Garrett may love it next time. Tom hated it at first, mainly because he was skinny and frozen. He started loving it at 11. Yeah, what you've said with your son, Tom, describes exactly what Garrett... Because Garrett's pretty skinny, and on a cold winter's day, he doesn't want to be rolling around in the mud. He doesn't like the cold. And, he doesn't like the contact because so many of those kids are bigger than him. Even though he's in a restricted weight grade. I think partly because he's born in December as well. Like, a lot of the kids are just older than him by almost a year. You know, the kids who were born in January and whatnot are just a lot older than him. I don't know. I guess you got to make the cutoff somewhere. But I think this year they changed like where the cutoff date is. So actually, because he played under 8s, he would have been able to play under 8s again this year because they changed where the marker is. That's not long. Like it's not like January 1st anymore. So yeah, he would have been able to play under 8s. But anyway. He's happy doing what he's doing. In South Africa, we play barefoot until age 13. Right. Is it not cold in South Africa in winter, though? Like, man, I would not want my kids to be running around barefoot on muddy New Zealand. Like, even in Auckland, where it's not that cold. Oh, Crusaders got another penalty. My kids to be running around barefoot on muddy, sodden, like, pitches in 5-degree weather. What sport has Garrett done since stopping rugby? He was talking about playing field hockey. I bought him a stick, and we've had a whack around, but we were in China when the season started, so we didn't sign him up. He's doing karate, which is kind of like, they kind of half muck around, but they beat up some bags and stuff, and he does swimming. He's pretty good at swimming. But he doesn't do any team sports. I'd like him to do a team sport, possibly. Michael says the Crusaders' defense is crazy good at home. It's been immaculate, man. I think against other teams, the Blues would have already scored at least 2 by now. Maybe 3. The Blues have had some pretty good field position and not been able to come away with much. Oh, go, Stephen, go. There we go. Go, Paddy, go. Oh, there's no support runner. Stephen Perifeta's looking alright. Tuanga Fussy with the big carry. Funaki. Choate does well to pick up that pass. Funaki's pass. Sometimes the accuracy leaves a little bit to be desired. He's looking alright, but sometimes the passes are just a little bit off. Means the guy has to kind of bend down or whatever to pick it up. Plummer takes it to the line. Blues are building some more phases. I'm a Kiwi, but my wife over there is a vet in South Africa. South Africa is crazy cold at night. Okay. South Africa's a big country as well. Oh, man, how did we lose the ball? I took a sip of a beer and it's gone. I I would imagine some parts of South Africa are kind of different from others. Go, AJ. Dink it. No, he's going to run it. Backs himself. Gets caught by 3 Crusaders defenders. We need quick ball. Plummer through a gap. Oh, he's just caught. Hey, is that Tuangafasi with a second try? Who had money on him getting 2? Oh my gosh. What the hell? Come on, Blue. Seriously, we need the Crusaders. We need you to beat the Crusaders so we can still make the finals. Yeah. Man, Tuangafasi with 2 tries. Didn't see that coming. Try him at judo. No getting hit in the face. And stands him in good stead for rugby later. Flesh, and I'm thinking about jiu-jitsu. But they don't. The local club doesn't let kids start until they're 9. He's 8, so he could start jiu-jitsu next year. I think that's maybe a good one. Look at that final pass from Sotutu. McLeod just couldn't quite stop Tuangafasi, which I don't blame him. It was almost an impossible situation. The Blues are all right at getting over the advantage line. They didn't let the Crusaders set on that own goal line. Once the Crusaders have got the Blues a metre out, the Blues find it really hard to get over. Anyway. Whew. And you're right, Jimmy. Perafeta's looking pretty comfortable at 15. Come on, Harry. You can get this one, buddy. Similar position to the last one. Come on. Ooh, it's going to sneak inside if it's got the legs. Good man. Good man. 15-7. Why is my Sky 15 seconds behind you? I'm not sure. Shouldn't be. Go Blues. Sotutu had got great hands. Yeah, Sotutu's got a really, really nice pass on him for a loose forward. You beat the Crusaders now or play them in the finals and they beat you. That's exactly it, Mark. I think that's why everyone, a lot of people don't want to see the Crusaders make the 8, because as soon as they make the 8, you feel like something special is going to happen. Can the Crusaders still make it if they lose today? I don't believe they can, no. At least the YouTube comments on my own channel tell me that. Somebody did the maths and they were like, no. Because I thought maybe if they got a bonus point, like a losing bonus point, and a win next week, bonus point win against Moana Pacifica, maybe, but some people said no, it's not possible because of the wins and losses. Freshman says, I used to think Plummer was stealing a living a couple of years ago. Bro, you and me both. He didn't seem Super Rugby level, did he? He just seemed like some guy who, was all right at schoolboy level and due to luck or knowing somebody or having a rich dad or something, had somehow managed to sneak into the Blues squad. And every time he came on, you were just like, no, don't let Plummer take over from Bodie. And then he would take a goal kick and you would be justified in putting your head in your hands. But this season, he's looking the business. What can I say? Players can get better. They can develop with experience. And there he just goes in, flattening Sevu Reece. Good on you, Harry. Rob Penny gone after this season, Lord of the Kings. He's still got a 1-year contract. And the thing about rugby is it doesn't tend to be a sport with like that much money to pay guys out of contracts. Like you see that the Premier League, the NHL, like a lot of sports, they just sack the coaches and pay them out. I mean, Aussie Rugby had to pay out Dave Rennie and had to pay out Eddie Jones took a voluntary cut, didn't he? But, yeah, it doesn't happen that often. So do you just give Penny 1 more year and then, get somebody else in? Do you accept the fact that the Crusaders have had a huge turnover of players and injuries and whatnot, and this is a kind of a one-off? Or Do you promote him like they did with Gatland at the Chiefs to be like director of rugby? That's bloody Blackadder again. Yeah, I don't know. Or do you just pay them out? But like I said, they don't usually pay them out because they don't usually have that kind of cash to splash. Don't think having a rich dad will get you into the Blues? I don't know, man. There's certainly still a bit of politics that goes on in some of the kind of old boys circles of rugby, even here in New Zealand. What club you went to, what school you went to, who your dad is, that stuff can still be a factor. Certainly not the only factor, but yeah, it can be a factor. Update the score. It's ESPN. It's not me. I don't control that. That's ESPN. Their website's a little bit slow. Crusaders have got a penalty with 15 seconds to go. Oh, they've tapped it. I was just going to say, surely you take the 3, but I think Fihaki's gone over. What? No. No, just take the 3. Why did you do that and go score a try? That's playing with confidence. It's going to get the crowd alive. No. No, what? Was that Cody Taylor? Cody Taylor. Some of the Blues guys caught not watching. AJ Lamb just watches Fihaki, just goes by him. What a pass from Taylor. AJ Lamb, I don't even think lays a hand on Fihaki. He was just like, fuck this. Not paid enough for this shit. Excuse my language. They have to keep Penny, no matter how many reporters he abuses. He's the man to take the Crusaders forward. I like the way you think, Rian. 2 streams in a row, we're living in good times. Junaid, mate, how are you doing, sir? This is a game. We're about to hit half-time. And, yeah, that man Fergus Berg's got a chance to make this a 1-point ball game. And Fihaki is pretty quick. Yes. He's looking pretty good. Miss. Hey, he shanked it. Well, not really shanked it. He just pushed it wide. 3-point game at halftime. Three-point game. Game is still very much on. Indeed. If you're looking for something to do at halftime, my latest 2 cents on tour video is only 9 minutes long. Admittedly, it's not the most eventful video, but if you want to see me speaking Chinese to Chinese people, it happens in the video. I ask a lady about the weather. She tells me how the weather is going to be. And I ask some people about being on a bridge. And I ask some guards, how the hell do I get out of here? Because I got stuck. 2 cents on tour. It's a YouTube channel run by this guy. When he's not watching rugby. That's what he does. Old odd jobs, €2. Goodness gracious me. Up Leinster, not entirely relevant. Well, I have got that there for a reason. That's a big game. It's on my mind. That one's there as well for the other team. The French team, Toulouse, who they're playing later. But, yes. Oh, and Junaid's even put the link down there. Aren't you a champ? Still waiting for the Tony edit. I asked him. I said, Tony, hey, I've got this video. It's kind of uneventful because it's me going across a bridge. It's the perfect one for you to add a bit of your spicy meatball. Do you want to do it? Because he's not even working at the moment. He's having a month off. He's on gardening leave from his job. And he's like, oh, no. I called him. I was like, what are you up to? He's like, oh, I'm going to hit some golf balls. It's like, oh, do you want to edit that video? He's like, oh, well, yeah, no, God, I'm so busy. God, me, other things. It's all right. Editing is pain. So I can understand why he didn't want to. You get dollars if we watch it. I will put it on mute and run it. Bro, I don't even care about the money for that channel. That channel makes like $2 or $3 a month. But if you've put it on and watch it from start to finish, I'm sure that will be good for certain metrics. I don't think I'm actually allowed to tell you that. So forget I said that. Only watch videos you're actually interested in watching from start to finish. Here's Gaz's update. While was I going to pay him for it? Hell no, I wasn't going to pay him for it. Here is Gaz's update while I go grab another beer. And Tony is out for a 40th. Yes. And yes, the ref rating, I, like Jimmy, expect to be a 12.
Yeah, well, this is close, and I thought it would be this close. Lucky Fergus Burke hasn't got his boots on. He's missed 2. Plummer's missed 1. Well, he can't really afford to miss any tonight because, every point's going to be crucial. Are we going to win? Well, we should. But maybe the referee could have a hand in this. I've got a bit of a horrible, strange feeling that Coleman might have. Both teams are playing well. Crusaders are really up for this game. So it'll be a very interesting second half. The ref, well, he's doing all right. He's 12 out of 20 as usual.
12 as usual.
He's having a little bit of a better game than I expect, but the referees do this in the first half. In the second half, that's when the dramatics happen. Yes, I can hear you yelling on Dawn's phone because I know it's usually Gary yelling, but you're yelling this time. Yep. They've certainly got a lot of All Blacks in that Crusaders team, and like we've said, they've lost a lot of games by 7 or less points, otherwise they'd be in the finals. I don't care if we win by 1 point or 10 points, but I still want them to win. If they do beat us, I hope we get a bonus point, because that's going to count. I won't say much more. It's a close game. That's the way it's probably going to finish, unless we get some dramatics in the second half from the referee. And you know how I feel about referees, and I'm afraid I've seen it all before. So we'll see with Dolman, the Holman, the Goldman goes, and then there'll be a touch of full time. Gazamania out.
Why, if we're going to see dramatics from the referee? How about unless we see a great play from Rico Ioane? Come on, Gaza. Anyway, here goes the catch the Colonel guy. He wants some chicken. He's blitzing him. He smashed the Colonel. That guy's getting himself some chicken. What do you edit on? A laptop? Yes, this very computer. I used to use my old laptop to record videos, and this laptop is just like the everyday editing and uploading and thumbnails and stuff, but that thing's pretty much on its last legs, so I've stopped using that and just use this for everything. It means I have to move it around, but oh well. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Gazza was worried about the ref so much. I know! God, he goes on about refs. You guys only hear part of it. He kind of goes easy when you guys are here. I told him I was doing a stream and to send a halftime report, so yeah, he sends me messages like 5 in a row, each a minute long, and 4 of them are about the ref. I'm like, my goodness. There was also a game of rugby played, Gazza, but anyway, sometimes that's just a thing. He was indeed 12 out of 20. Hollywood, 12 out of 20. Like, I mean, it's not any different if you look in the Facebook comments section of any team who's just lost a sports match. It's not even unique to rugby. You look at the losing team's Facebook comments and it's just like, how about that ref? Oh, the ref was one-sided. Oh, the ref was giving it to them. Oh, the ref, blah, 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 blah. It's just human nature, I guess. Anyway. Please give us clarity on ABs not contracted to clubs in New Zealand. Can they play, Chris? No, they need to be contracted to New Zealand Rugby in order to play. Some of the guys who took short-term deals but are coming back to New Zealand rugby, so like they've missed the Super Rugby season, will be eligible. If I'm not mistaken, that's the likes of Bodie and Artie. But guys who are on longer-term contracts can't play unless they decide to grant some special dispensation, which they have basically categorically refused to do thus far. And I think they did it once for Matt Todd years ago when they were having a big injury crisis, and I think the All Blacks were playing in Japan anyway, and he was playing in Japan, so they let him play one game because he was he coming back to New Zealand anyway? But yeah, they don't really do it. The Colonel has slowed up. That's true. They used to let the Colonel blitz people. Like the stream, folks. Love from Bali. Junaid's in Bali. If we get 75 likes, $75 for old 2 cents. Goodness me. What a reason to like the stream. If you haven't liked it, like it. There's only 67 of you viewing. But if you could like the stream, it'd do me a big favor. Are you in Bali, Junaid? Man, you get about. You're always somewhere different. Referee was a bit dodgy for the Challenge Cup yesterday. Classic Raynell madness. It does happen. It does happen. High definition and slow-mo have ruined people's expectations of referees. I mean, people always complained about referees anyway. There's certainly nothing new about that. But it used to be limited to talkback radio and basically what people thought they saw. Now, like you say, you can genuinely like find a clip which shows an angle of why the referee was wrong and why your team was hard done by and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, but even that stuff can be deceptive. Sometimes you'll see a clip online where it says, look, his foot's clearly in touch. And then someone will find a shot of the reverse angle of the exact same moment. And it's like, oh, that camera angle looks like his foot's not in touch. So the optics can be a bit deceiving. Anyway, I try my best not to dwell on the performances of the referees, but rather the players. Unless stuff just seems to go categorically against what you generally see from referees. Because I'm not a big reader of the rugby laws. They drive me to tears. But yeah, you know, you watch enough games, you get a feeling for that's a red card, that's a yellow card, that's offside, blah, 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 blah. And then if you see a referee decide something which goes against everything else you've seen, that's when it gets a bit eyebrow raising anyway. Now we have TAS Analytics. Yeah, I think I've put that on Don't Recommend on my YouTube. Yeah, I know some people like that. But the amount of times I've seen it that people who do read the laws, because there's a lot of you guys who like know your laws in and out, who will watch those videos and go, you may have put a red circle around it, but actually the law says blah, 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 so the referee got it right. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy enough. It's like watching a TikTok video on telling you how to, I don't know, like lose weight or do exercise or something, or you know, like get rid of your diabetes or something, like someone who's not an expert. I don't know, just what it feels like. Like if it was a genuine, qualified, experienced rugby referee with a channel breaking down decisions, I might watch it, but it gets all a bit dramatic for my liking, personally. Ronan just liked the stream. Thank you, Ronan. If anyone else hasn't liked the stream, do us a favor and drop it a like. It genuinely does me a favor. Junaid is at the World Water Forum with the lad Elon Musk. He sounds so uncomfortable talking in public. Well, congratulations for getting invited to go to such a kind of high-profile event, mate. Do you have to wear a suit? Do I still have my Streamlabs link? Oh, do I not put it in the... Oh, man, do I not put it in the thing? Bro, what is wrong with me? I should. I went through a long period after the last World Cup where I stopped doing live streams. So I may not have set that up properly. I will find it. I will find it. It will still work. There it goes. I will add it to the stream, buddy. If you don't know, YouTube always takes a 30% cut of any donations, but if you use that link, it's not quite so bad. Anyway, thank you for the reminder. Junaid, you're a champ. I think Sky could help the public out by requiring commentators to understand the laws better. Jimmy, that's why I love Morgan Turanui, because even the Stan Sports commentators don't know the laws. Like, sometimes I know the laws better than the Stan Sport commentators, which is not a good sign. But Morgan Turanui genuinely knows the laws, and whenever they update the laws, he's up with the play. So he's a great one. Wildcard is the most dramatic rugby commentator going. Wildcard's a great guy, Joseph. I love watching his videos, but it must be tiring to kind of get that kind of high energy. I'm more of a low energy guy. I don't know. So, yeah. Like the stream, Zabello says. Yes, please do. Do it. It helps out. I haven't watched your Sharks video, but mega wins today. Quick overview. Sharks scrum, fantastic. Wins a lot of penalties. Defense holds early. Vincent Koch, man of the match. Kicks a 50-22, which I forgot to mention in the review. But, yeah, Sharks defense holds early. And then the scrum gets on top, gets them field position. Gets them some tries. That man, what's his first surname? Masuku. Hell of a boot on him, misses only one kick the entire game. Really fantastic player. Like, I hadn't even heard of him at the start of the season, and suddenly he's the Sharks starting 10. He's been a revelation, so very, very pleasing. Oh, halftime stats. You're right, Junaid. And the trivia. Yes, the prop kicked the 50-22. Vincent Koch. The bottle cap I had earlier today was a pretty easy one, I think. It said, which English Premiership club was at the heart of the Bloodgate scandal? That's the one I had with my dad earlier today. Halftime stats. Run meter is 198-207 to the Blues edge it, but not by much. The Blues have had 57% possession, 59% territory. They've had one clean break to zip, so the clean breaks have been virtually non-existent. 10 defenders beaten to 4, but it's only 3 points in it. Penalties conceded, those 7 by the Blues, 4 by the Crusaders. Chris Brown says Quins, and it was Quins. Yes. We've had this question before. Yeah. We got it on a bottle cap today when we had dinner, because Gazza was here. And we had dinner yesterday as well. They come 2 days in a row because they did a live stream on Friday. We had the same bottle cap. So we had it 2 days in a row. That's why I remember it off the top of my head. Because we literally had it 2 days in a row. Turanui was my go-to in Rugby 08 as well. Oh, yeah. That game was a classic. But there was a few loopholes in it. You could score some pretty easy tries. Oh no, the Crusaders have just started a bit much for 50-22. That's some good field position for them. The crowd's going to get behind them. Was that Houghton that kicked it? Game is on. Yeah, second half is underway. We are 41 minutes and 10 seconds right now for anyone looking to line up the clock with the stream. Right, Crusaders are going to maul it. Come on, Blues. Push them into touch. Push them into touch. Ah, nice. Initial threat nullified. 50-22 has got to be one of the best new laws. Starleo, I was really hesitant about the 50-22, but I think it's been a good addition. Yep. I remember watching rugby league back in the day when they would kick the, is it a 40-20? And I had no idea. I just didn't understand it, but now I get it. Ronan found the game. Good man. I know what you're talking about. There we go. Kick that to touch. Should have been a line-out penalty. Half the Crusaders line-out forwards left the line-out before the ball was even thrown. You got a keen eye, Jimmy. You should be a ref. Do you ref? What's the stats for minutes in each 22? They don't have that, sadly, on ESPN. But yeah. Be a good one to know, because it does feel like a lot, doesn't it? Mate, I'm too old and fat to ref. Okay, I know that feeling. Who do you think wins later, says Jake? I would honestly like to see Leinster win it. The only thing that worries me, if I'm looking at it from a Leinster point of view, and I feel bad to say it because I quite like Ross Byrne, is Ross Byrne. Intermac's a better player than Ross Byrne. How you doing?
Good. Just getting my book.
Perfect to be a TMO. There you go, Jimmy.
Shut out.
Blues are going to win Super Rugby this year, says Baz. I would love to see it. Who have you got between the Reds and Force after this? I'm sorry to say to Jules, if she's still here, but I think the Reds. The Force don't travel that well, but I would love to see the Force win. I'd love to see the Force make the playoffs. Cody Taylor's in space. God, he's having a blinder. The Crusaders have missed him for half the season. More than half the season. It's only his third game. Oh, big tackle. Come on, Blues. Taylor wants another crack. Armchair TMO, that'll work. Toulouse's backline is just on another level. They can be so creative in moments. Yeah, I looked at a lot of the stats, and Toulouse's numbers are they're pretty attractive. Leo Willie's having a carry. Come on, Blues. Get out of the way. Taylor starting too for the ABs. I think so. Sony Taukei'aho, interestingly, has not really had the kind of try-scoring impact that he's had in recent years. Oh, Plummer just slipped. Colin Grace is having a carry. Don't let that man Reese run. Not to Taylor again. Taylor doesn't want it this time. Gets the McNichol. Blackadder. Oh, that was a golden chance to intercept. But it's knocked on. It was a genuine chance to intercept. So there's no trouble there. Surely. Bro, you can't. No! He was going for the ball, surely. I want to see a replay of that. Pettiford has just been yellow carded for a deliberate knock on. Surely he was trying to catch it. Maybe I'm just looking at through some blue lenses. Come on. I thought, like you, Jimmy, two hands. Two hands is not usually a freaking... Bro, he's trying to catch it. He's not batting it, you fucking dork. Oh my gosh, that's bullshit. If it's one-handed slap, yes, but that was two hands. Oh my god. What the fuck? That's bullshit. I'm a Blues fan, but come on. If the Crusaders player did that, I wouldn't be saying that's a yellow. Oh, man. Oh, I think my dad's just sent me a message. He doesn't usually do a message during the game time. Oh, the Blues have won a penalty. Fuck yes. Think you'd give us something? Oh, sorry. I'm swearing.
How long have I been saying, McMurray, this law needs to be changed with Peter for the yellow card? I mean, if it's accidental, okay, the penalty should be given to the opposition. and the other player should stay on the field. If it's reckless, dangerous, or intentional, then a yellow card. I do not know why these referees do not actually interpret the law like that, even though they've been told by World Rugby what they should be doing. But, you know, to be honest and fair, son, it's too black and white. We need a bit of a grey area in this field to, you know, get the rules right. And I'm afraid what I've seen all season, they have got it wrong quite a few times. Quite a few times they got it right. Yeah. But, you know, to be honest and fair, it's unfair on Pulveda. Gazamania, Roger Mania, out 5.
You know he's annoyed because he's sending that when it's not full time. He doesn't send mid-match messages. He watches the game. Yeah, Gaza, I didn't like that one. That was BS. I can hear you got Zoe in the background, so I won't swear, but that was BS. I don't like that call. Anyway. Strange way to try and catch a ball. It's above his head. You put two hands up, you grab it. AFL players do it all the time. Gaza sounds annoyed, Ronan. You're not wrong. Such a stupid law, you shouldn't be rewarded for throwing a shit pass. Yeah. What is it in league? I don't think they have that law in league. Everyone tells me the league law is better for that. Here we go. Blues have got some ball now. Swears in front of your own kids. Yeah, I think my wife just opened the door and gave me a look like we can hear you down the hall. So, house isn't that big. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Shal. I was getting a bit animated. Oh, man. I've just opened some trivia, and it's the same bloody question as we had yesterday. Come on, Spates. It's that question about South Island regions again. David Havili's injured himself. He's going off. League says the ref can't tell if anything was intentional or not, so a knock-on is only a knock-on. That makes more sense, right? How do you tell the intent of somebody? You can't tell. I mean, if someone really slaps it, you kind of can tell, but that's pretty rare these days. You don't see guys do that. At worst, you see them kind of reach out with one hand. But a lot of these guys are skilled enough that they could bat it back to themselves, but it's like a 10-20% play, so they don't get it a lot of the time. Down it, open another. Seven, exactly, Junaid and Ducks Quack. You guys remember from yesterday. Six phases for the Blues. Tui Peloto with a big carry. Here we go! During the yellow card, you piece of shit! Shove that up your ass! Oh my God. Whew. That's some good play from the Crusaders. Oh. My beer got a bit overly excited. Oh. Oh, thank goodness for that. Talia with a big carry. Reece tried to shoot the ball, didn't get it out of his hands. Quick ball left. Funaki, Tupeloza gets over the advantage line. Funaki goes to left. Quick ball again. And then was that Satutu with the final pass? Damn, he's got some good hands.
I'm allowed to tell you off now.
Why, what happened?
More swear words.
Oh, okay. Can you pass me a tissue from over there? Thank you, buddy. And my beer got a little bit too excited. Anyway. No more swear words, Junaid, yes.
Yes, I heard the word
You don't need to repeat them all. It's all right. You don't need to repeat what you heard. What a kick! Harry Plummer. What a star. Oh, goodness me. Nearly up to 75 likes. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. It'll be much appreciated. Is AJ Lamb related to Ben Lamb? I believe so. But I could be wrong. Oh, the Crusaders have just won a penalty straight from the restart. That's not what the Blues needed. They needed a nice exit. Dad must be drunk. The kids are telling him off. If Dad's drunk after 3 beers, then something's wrong with Dad. But yeah, maybe. Yes, all the lambs are related. You can say holy sugar or holy swear word. There you go. I have made good use of sugar in the past. Crusaders are going for touch, and I don't blame them. I think my dad's been sending me more messages. Also, Perifeta still got 3 minutes on his card. Oh, it's not my dad. It's my sister-in-law. Not talking about rugby. Uh-oh. Here goes Reese. Oh, we got him a metre short of the line. Hang on. It's slightly slow ball, which is good. Cross kick. Is anybody out there? Oh, let's try. That just cancels out that bloody AJ Lamb try. With the extra man, there was always going to be the space out wide. My wife and I swear in front of the kids all the time. Might have to stop that. One of my mates does that with his 3 kids. Him and his wife they swear like sailors in front of their kids. I've always find it different. Oh, we did well to stop Reese. But with Perifeta in the bin, there was always going to be a man wide. They made the right call. Go back to Burke. I mean, Paddy does well to try and get out to Leo Willie, but he wasn't going to get him. I swear badly occasionally in front of the children. Well, more so now that they are older. They hardly swear at all, interestingly. My mum hardly ever swears, but if she swears, you know something's up. Yeah, she saves it, so like it means something when she swears, whereas my dad, it's just like every conversation. 4 players to take out Reese. Exactly right, mate. Oh, they've let Fihaki take this one instead of Burke, so hopefully he's got a better boot from a Crusaders point of view. We're at 80 likes. Thank you, team. You're a bunch of stars. I appreciate it. I kind of want Fihaki to miss this one, though. That'd be nice. If you just push it wide. Push it wide. He's nailed it. What a kick. Never looked like missing. I don't know how the kids' Chinese is, but other languages are useful for that, Gus. That's actually a good point. I don't think my kids know any of the swears in Chinese. I thought this was a low-energy rugby YouTuber. Sorry about that, mate. Yeah. Something about Blues Crusaders. I learned swearing from my old man trying to muster sheep with disobedient dogs. Goodness gracious. No, my dad never really... He swore when he just got mad. And he got mad a fair bit when I was younger. Like, not too bad, but he would get frustrated and get mad and just drop some F-bombs and stuff. So it was kind of normal. Funk and Shivers. There you go. Those are good ones, Michael. How well do the kids speak Chinese? Decently well. Yeah, decently well. It's not as good as their English. If their English is at 100, then their Chinese is probably at like 75. Maybe 60. Their Chinese is not as good as mine, put it that way. Right, yellow card period should be over at the next stoppage. So we just need the ball to go out. 93 likes. Goodness gracious. Junaid's going to do $1 per like. That's why Junaid's name is there. Because you guys liked a lot of streams and stuff in the past. Like Connor said, Junaid makes everyone feel poor. Just with that constant reminder. That was a big one. I think that was during an international though, wasn't it, Junaid? Come on, don't give away a penalty, Blues. And out, and out, and out, and out. Don't go quick, don't go quick. No, we let them go quick. You needed to kick it into the hoardings, man. We want Parafetta back on. You got to kick it into Rosed. Wow, Funaki. Bro. He looked like he was going to get tackled in his own goal area and he just gave a big don't argue. Who did he fend? That was quite incredible. He's the number 9. I didn't swear. I didn't swear.
I just want to have a look at this head.
What head? Right, Rosed. Rosed. There we go. Now Perifeta gets to come back on. If only there were a YouTube channel to hear you speak Chinese. Well, Janae, that channel exists. It's called 2 Cents on Tour. There's a bunch of interesting videos there where I speak Chinese to people while I'm in China. Funny you mention it. I just created a new Google login to like the stream. That's next level, MM. That is next level. They're effectively bilingual and presumably Māori. I think the kids have picked up a bit of Māori at school. Oh, what's wrong with Mark Talea? But to be honest, my kids' school does a lot of language weeks. They'll do like Tongan language week, Rotuman language week, Chinese language week, Samoan language week. Like there's that many language weeks I feel like the kids can't retain a damn thing. You know what I mean? Like I get it. It's a nice sentiment, but practically I don't think the kids get much from it because they always do a bit of like a lesson for it in class, but I don't think anything sticks. Tuning in, how's the game been? Andrew, the game's been pretty good. Both teams have scored a few good ones. I feel like the Blues were punished harshly. They got Stephen Perifetta yellow card earlier, which I think directly cost us 7 points. We did score during the yellow card, but I feel like the Crusaders scored a try they may not have scored if the Blues had 15 men on the paddock, but that's just me. Crusaders scrums probably had the better of it. But when the Blues are getting some go-full ball, they're looking dangerous. Will Robican hire me to promote the game in China? Yeah, maybe. In Chinese, the word for... Oh, it's another scrum penalty to the freaking Crusaders! My God. To mighty bloody Williams. Geez, scrum time has been painful. Just a normal guy, neutral guy with a white ball stats killing it. Watch along with the Blues and it's chaos, not even one stat. And we did a little bit of halftime stats because Junaid reminded us. But anyway. Crusaders pack is looking hungry indeed. How are my nails? I haven't been chewing them. I'm not much of a nail biter. I don't like biting nails. Akira's coming off. Cameron Suafoa is coming on. We got some probable maul defense to come as the Crusaders are going to line out 6 meters out from the Blues line. And here we go. Blackadder, they got a backline move coming. Hotham, McLeod, McNichol. He's taken. Reese gets cleaned out. Bauer's going to have a carry. Choke releases. Oh, we've stripped the ball. What was that? No, it was number 8. It's the Tutu. I thought it was Suafoa for a second. Oh, it's much needed. Can we have a nice exit, please? Can we have a nice exit, please? Anytime. There we go. Okay. Okay. Jake saw adverts on Instagram asking for rugby coaches in China that can also teach English. There's a lot of those jobs in China that like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but mostly you're just teaching English. Yeah. 11 more likes, folks, so 2 cents can pay Tony to edit one of his videos. Yep. I don't know. I don't want to do all the subtitles for a video and then Tony to make it mental. I wanted to do the bridge one because there's not that much talking, but anyway. If you haven't liked the stream, like Sinead says, do it. There's only 20 minutes to go. Oh no. Fergus Burke. Fihaki. Oh, Hotham, that's a hell of a try. That's a hell of a try. That initial line break from Fergus Burke was pretty tasty. Oh my gosh. Yep. How did that happen? He just goes right between Satutu and AJ Lamb. Can't blame that one on being a man down. Yeah. Anyway. What a try. No complaints. That was a good try. That was really good. Crusaders are 26-22 in front. Blues have been under the pump for the last kind of 10 minutes or so. So, yep. Yeah. The last pass, Hotham takes it behind his back, so I think he's alright. Anyway. Forbes has just come on for Talea Junaid, so the Blues have used a few of their subs. They still have PJ Sheck, Josh Beer, Sam Knock, and Caleb Tangitau to come on. Oh, it's an up and under to nobody, but Ethan Blackhat has bloody got it. Jeez, everything's going Crusaders at the moment. Yeah. You need to go to bed or get on the booze because Leinster Toulouse starts in 5 hours. Bro, I know. I'm going to bed pretty much straight after this game. I'll get like a wee nap in. The timing of the game is not pleasant for me. But, oh well. I don't want to be spoiled. Oh no, the Blues passing is all over the shop. God, Suafoa has to get us out of jail there. That was a loopy pass. Cole Forbes with the big carry. Puts a dinking kick through. Is it too big? Is it going to go dead? Don't go dead. Don't go dead. It's going fucking dead. Oh my God. We're playing badly. The choke feels like it's starting. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know whether they're playing the biggest club game at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It does seem weird. It does seem weird. Like, it's 3 o'clock on a Saturday, right? Like, what time do you guys play club rugby over in the Northern Hemisphere? Tommy reckons the Canes are going to win the whole thing. You might be right. Who's just gone off for the Crusaders? Tom Christie's come on. He's second most top tackler in the competition according to the stats that have just come up the screen, and he's been playing the bench the last few weeks. When Mark starts swearing, you know the gloves are off. Maybe that's true, eh? Blues make me swear. What can I say? Nice and sleazy. Mate, we're going good, but my Blues are behind. We need a big scrum here. We've been getting hammered at scrum time. We got All Blacks in our front row. But Dolman's been hammering us. Stay up, stay up. That's a fucking penalty. Jesus Christ. And here goes Hotham again. No, it's been called back for something. The FA Cup kickoff is at the same time. That just seems like insanity. Why would you go head to head with the FA Cup? Players being held back, but the penalty's going back for red. Who's halfback for New Zealand this year? It's a good question because Roygaard being injured kind of left the door maybe a little bit more open for some other guys, eh? Well, they're making a few changes in the front row for the Blues. And at halfback, Sam Knox on. And Tatavau's off. PJ Sheck's come on. Sam Knox. Second half, mate. Look at the clock. 63-55. We are losing now, but only by 4 points, so there's still time. Yeah, we were winning, but now we're losing.
They might score again.
4 more likes. If you guys haven't liked it, drop us a like. Got 95 people watching now. As we edge towards full time, Suafoa has just put boot to ball, but back for the advantage. Kenneth, what's up, man? You're nervous as a Leinster fan ahead of the Champions Cup final. I'm nervous as a Blues fan as we are under a lot of pressure from the Crusaders. Yeah, it's not too bad.
How's we losing?
5th star's on the way, you reckon, Ronan? I've heard that for a few years now, man. I'm still waiting. Will a loss affect the Blues' place on the table? I believe we are behind the Hurricanes at the moment because they had a win over the Chiefs. Any reason you two guys are out here now? Is your mum not waiting for you for anything? Not really? You sure? Table is currently the Canes on 51, the Blues on 50. Crusaders have just slotted a penalty, so it's 29-22. I'm starting to feel a bit pessimistic. I thought we were going to win earlier, but the Crusaders scrum is way on top. And yeah, the momentum's all with the Crusaders. The Swear Police, yeah, maybe. If the Blues lose, the Brumbies can go second. I hadn't thought of that. Right, not a great kick from the Crusaders there. Was that Drummond? So the Blues have got a decent bit of territory here if we can win our line out. $105 likes, and Junaid is matching dollars with likes while he's in Bali with Elon Musk. He'll ask Elon to foot the bill, I'm sure. Blues have got penalty advantage. The maul is steaming forward. Keep going, Blues maul. Oh, we've knocked it on. If your young one is here, get him to wear a Munster jersey. He doesn't have a Munster jersey. He doesn't even have a Blues jersey, to be honest. He's got an All Blacks jersey. Right, the Blues are going to go for touch. The Blues are chasing the win. Elon, big rugby fan, exactly right. Still don't see the Crusaders to make the top 8. They would either need the Highlanders to lose in Fiji tomorrow or Fiji to lose to the Rebels next week. I want them mathematically out, hey? I just want them out. If the Blues win, then it's guaranteed. We've already established Saracens as his northern team. Yeah, he hasn't mentioned many of the teams, but when he checked out a Saracens jersey yesterday, he seemed pretty impressed. Blues have just thrown some really ugly short line-out play, which didn't seem to do what they were planning. I think that might have been a bit of a miscommunication. But we're in the right area of the field. But this is where the Crusaders looked really comfortable on defence earlier, so we'll see if we're able to get that same go-forward ball, which we tend to do better from deeper in the field. Man, Blackadder has been bloody good today. If he'd gone off after 50, I think that would have been better for the Blues. Come on, 7 phases. Randy wants the cheats to get the wooden spoon. Cheers, Randy. Appreciate it, man. I just want us to win and knock the bastards out. What can I say? Knock them out of the competition. But it's been a hell of a battle, this game. And we've got advantage. Come on. Don't let those Crusaders do something cynical. No, what was that pass? Oh, back for the penalty. Leinster will spank the Froggies today, reckons Ronan. I love the confidence, mate. But yeah, they were supposed to win it the last few years. It's never quite come through. Blues are going for touch again. There's 10 minutes to go. Crusaders have so many penalties 5 meters from their line. Yeah, I agree, mate. It's becoming a theme. One of them, as soon as we got the advantage, Blackadder just killed it as well, which is kind of not really on. Oh, the Blues lineout's messy again, but we've still got the ball. My dad's sending me messages about the ref, but they're not audio messages, they're texts. Talia, who's back on the field. Oh, man. Nisbet's getting the names a little bit wrong, but we're 70 minutes in, I don't blame him. Oh, looked like Mark Talia had found a gap around the ref there, but not quite. He's tackled. Oh, we're getting slammed, but we've still got the ball. 8 phases. Gonna go to Choate. Spins through a tackle, but he's still short. Derry's going close. Here we go. Oh, still short. Oh, we got advantage. God, you got to give these guys a warning if we don't score here. Lamb has just scored in the corner. But we're still behind because we need the conversion and we scored out wide. Has to be a card, reckons Jimmy. They're not even going to get a warning, I reckon. Game on. We need Harry Plummer's clutch kicking from the sideline. He's had a few from that side of the field. Should still be a yellow card. I know, I'm with you. But I can't see it happening. What is the penalty count? It's heavily against the Blues, but a lot of those have been at scrum time. Like Jimmy says, the Crusaders have been conceding a few in their own red zone. Come on, Harry. The stats on the screen says the distance of this kick is 84 meters. So if he gets this, this will be a world record-breaking kick, surely. 84 meters from the sideline, apparently. Go, 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 son. Nah, that's wide. He's pushed it left. Yeah, it said 84. We still got time. We still got time. Still 10 minutes. Oh no, there's not. There's only 7. Well, the Crusaders aren't going to get a bonus point. I don't think. Because remember in Super Rugby, the Blues have got a penalty from the restart. In Super Rugby, you need to score 3 more tries than your opponent to get a bonus point. So they've scored 4 and we've scored 4. So unless they can score 3 tries in the next kind of 6 minutes, they're not going to get a bonus point even if they win. No, you've not fucking kicked it out. Oh my gosh. The Blues had a penalty in their own half and failed to find touch. So we're back in our own half now. Yeah. Oh, the Blues passing is all over the shop and it's turnover ball. The Blues are playing desperation rugby, which they don't need to be doing right now. Like 6 minutes is still heaps of time. Clunky's right. Good to see your passion coming out. It makes the stream so much more entertaining. There's something about the Blues, man. They get me going more than the All Blacks at times because they've just caused me so much pain over the years. Randy smells a plumber droppy. As long as it goes over, I'll take it. One of the Crusaders guys is having to go off for an HIA. JP Sensational says, Plummer sucks. He has sucked pretty much every year up until this year, but this year he's been alright. But he did miss that conversion, unfortunately. Like the stream for the Passion Boys and Girls, if you wouldn't mind. There's 5 minutes to go. If you haven't liked the stream, drop it a like. It helps out. Playoffs predicted as it stands 11%. Okay, so the Crusaders are still unlikely even if they get the win, as some of you guys were saying earlier. Crusaders have just entered the Blues 22. They'll want to put this game away. If they score here, you would think it's going to be tough for the Blues to come back. Unless they miss the conversion, in which case the Blues could maybe get a draw and then take us to overtime. Added time, whatever. Nerve-wracking, says Flesh, and you're not wrong. Crusaders are going 8 phases and the Blues 22. They are inching their way closer to this goal line. Tom Christie's going to have a carry. He's crawling on the ground for mine, but the ref thinks it's fine. That's fine. He's only having a wee wiggle. Blues guys need to make sure they're using their arms with that one. That one looked a bit dodgy. Oh, ball was exposed, but the Blues couldn't quite grasp it. Blues guys need to get out of there or they're going to get pinged. It's a grind. 15 phases. I would take a Blues intercept length of the field right now, but there's no way to intercept it when they're just going one-off runners from the side of each ruck. Druin need just one win and the Crusaders can mathematically not qualify, says Junaid. Alright. They've got the Highlanders away, which they're probably not going to win, and then the Rebels at home, which they should win. Oh no, the Crusaders have got advantage. I don't think the Blues are going to win this. Oh, he's dropped it over the line. Surely, Johnny McNichol, he didn't score that, did he? He lost it. Oh, he lost it. Whoa. My gosh. Also, if the Force win one of their 2 games, they will be ahead of the Crusaders, which is still possible. Go the Force. Yeah, he's dropped that. He's dropped it. Just at the last second, he dropped it. There's only a minute and a half to play. So the Crusaders are, in all likelihood, going to win. What a crazy season that the top side is about to get beaten by the second from the bottom side. That speaks well for the competition, I guess. Can't believe we can't beat the worst Crusaders team. That's true also, JP. Very true. Ugh, I picked the Blues by 5. What an idiot. Blues to win down in Canterbury. You idiot. You idiot. Why did you think the Blues were going to win? You stupid man. How many times have you seen this before, Mark? You know what happens. You know what happens when we go to Christchurch. What's wrong with you? There's only 30 seconds left. Crusaders can't get a bonus point. They just need to kill 30 seconds and the Blues are buggered. Maybe it shows why the top 8 makes sense. You might be right, mate. I've been a critic of it, but maybe it's right. The Crusaders have got advantage, so this game is definitely done. This game is absolutely over. The Blues cannot win. I'm going to be interested to see what my dad says about James Dolman at the end of this one. He's not going to be a happy chappy. Reese with the cross kick. Into touch. Back for the penalty. Oh, this sucks. Fuck, I hate the Crusaders. Oh, man. We've not been the better team in the second half. The Crusaders have been better for the vast majority of the second half. No, I didn't say the F word. No, of course I didn't. No, I didn't. I wouldn't dare. That's time. Well done, Crusaders. You beat us. 2 points. At least we got a losing bonus point. My gosh. Like the stream if you haven't done it already. But, yeah. I'm just going to wait to see what my dad has to say. My dad's about to send me a message. I'm sure he's recording it right now with his summary of things. And I'm going to guess he's going to mention the ref. Old Odd Jibs, €2. Bad luck, Mark. Cheers for streaming. See ya. Cheers, mate. I'll be getting up in a few hours to watch some European rugby. Good luck to your boys, but yeah, what can I say? Honestly, the Crusaders deserved to win it on that second half performance. I just really, 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 really wanted us to win. Like, more than usual. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't even support the Blues, but I'm still salty that he gave Perifetta a yellow and no Crusaders yellow, even though they conceded penalties 5 metres out. Yeah. 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 Razor Robertson says, get in, boy. There you go. Crusaders can still qualify, says Mark. Mark, good luck to your boys a bit later, mate. Good luck to your boys a bit later. I'll be getting up in a few hours to watch that one. Grant says, boo. I also want to say boo. Boo. Did he say boo or boo earns? I said boo earns. Ironic that when the Blues lose, their fans get depressed like John Kerwin. Just beaten by a better team, eh? On the day. You can't complain too much about that one. But, yeah. Sorry, 2 cents is a really great stream, though. Yeah, I appreciate that. The next game is not on until like 9:35. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to go to bed for the next game. If you want something to do check out 2 Cents on Tour. It's another channel. Leave a comment. Tell me that you came from the live stream on 2 Cents on Tour. The most recent video is me crossing a bridge over in China, but there's other better videos out there. I particularly recommend the one that mentions cherry blossoms following a lady. That one's pretty crazy. Yeah, it was... It's something else, which is not rugby related. Where's my dad with his message? I have to send him a message. Any full-time thoughts, Gaza? Jimmy Kip says $5. Fun stream. I appreciate that, mate. PayPal's acting up, says Junaid. Maybe it's because that link is really old, man. I honestly haven't used it since the World Cup. So, it's all good. I don't know what's the deal. But, yeah. Full-time stats. Run meters 428, 354. That's to the Crusaders. Blues edged the possession and territory. They made almost double the tackles of the Blues. The Blues conceded more penalties. Both sides missed one line out, so that's pretty even. Clean breaks finished 4-2 to the Crusaders. Junaid, it did come through. Look at that. Look at that. Junaid. He was matching New Zealand dollars for likes on the stream. So that'll be $70 American. That's well over 100 New Zealand bucks. So, man, you're a champ, Junaid. Appreciate it. As always, you're always keeping me on track with the likes on the stream and all that normal stuff. Cheers, man. You're a star. But yeah, thank you guys. My dad's not sending me a message for some reason. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, well, McMurray.
He's depressed.
We got beaten. Probably 51-49. I think they won the territorial battle and bringing those two All Black props on. And the Bell, the future All Black hooker, I think that had a lot to do with us losing this game. Now, I know we scored 4 tries and they did, but I think they had the territorial advantage of the second half. And Dawn picked that's our bogey team.
He does sound defeated, though,
and,
yeah.
it hasn't exactly wrecked our season. We got a bonus point, so they've still got a slight chance of getting in. I thought we played well in patches, but yeah, probably 51-49, 52-48 to them. It's a bit of a bugger, but we're just going to have to see where it goes. See what happens, Nick. Now, Dolman, the Holman, the Goldman, 12 out of 20.
12.
Did he cost us the game? Well, not really. I think we just cost it ourselves. Will Vern Stern be disappointed? Will he? Will have beaten it. But it wasn't like we got beaten by any amount of huge points. Do I think this team's good enough to go all the way? Well, they could do. But I've still got the sneaky feeling that I don't think the Hurricanes or the Blues get there. I think it might be the Chiefs. Now, I say that because they're a bit underrated. And a lot of people have written them off. And that's at their bloody peril. Because we got them next week. And we need to beat them. But it'll be another really interesting game. I think the Cantabrians, Crusaders have got Mana Pacific, so they should win that cup.
They will.
Win that game. And we know what this team's capable of. They've got that many bloody good players. And they've lost a lot of games. But like I said earlier, and you know this, they've had 7 games that they've lost by 7 or more points, and they got a lot of bonus points. So, disappointed, yes. Devastated, no. Predicted, well, I didn't know, but the beautiful Dawn did. And she's got more bloody common sense than any of us, probably. And she's got a bloody good instinct for things. And when she usually says something, she's usually bloody right. So
there's another minute coming, just FYI.
Well, you know, we'll just have to see where we go next. We've got another hard game against the Chiefs. But last but not least, do I think this will have an effect on the morale of the team? No, I don't really. I think that Vern Stern and company are good enough to get them out of this
Vern.
little hole they're in. It came down to goal kicks. But, you know, they finished on attack. It wasn't us. It should have been us on attack. And like Dawn said, they had the territory advantage, which I think they did in the second half. And they've been building for this game. And they've got the win. And I'm still pretty happy with the Blue season. But the Chiefs are the team I fear most at the moment, not the Crusaders. The Chiefs. The Hurricanes, well, I think we can beat the Hurricanes. But we will know more about the draw next week. I won't bore you anymore. Gazamania, Roger Mania, out, bye.
Yeah, he does sound a bit depressed, doesn't he? But, oh well, losing to the Crusaders down in Christchurch. Us Blues fans are used to that. He didn't go too hard on the ref. A 12, like you said, Junaid, is what you predicted. Is about normal. But, yeah. All right, folks. Cheers for coming along. Cheers, Junaid, man. You have a safe flight back. If you do have a spare 10, 15 minutes, go check out 2 Cents on Tour. Leave a comment. Let me know you came from the stream. It's something totally different, but good rugby. Just not the result for my boys tonight. That's all right. I'm going to get up in 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 4.5 hours to watch Leinster take on Toulouse. Should be a big game. It's like half the Irish pack up against half the French pack and the backs as well. So it should be crazy. Should be a good game. Yeah, cheers guys for coming along. It's been fun as always, even if the result wasn't great. Hey, it was a good watch, and yeah, cheers for your company. I'm probably not going to stream the game at 1:45 in the morning, mate. I will be barely eyes open, but yeah, I'll certainly get a match review up after anyway. You guys take care of yourselves. Cheers, and yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Take care.